My name is Father Joe, F-A-D-O to the J-O-E, Obalugo. I'm making this video to respond to Princess on the latest video that she did 2 days ago, insulting Mama Rainbow so badly. I know that some people are going to listen to this, my video, and make their judgment. No matter what, they already have their judgment, so they're not going to reason like a human being. They're going to reason like they want to reason because they already have their prepared mind. So no matter what I say, their mind is already prepared, and they're coming to insult, they're coming to abuse, and they're coming to curse. But every curse, every abuse that you're going to be handing down on this video, is your portion, it's not mine. So take note of that. I don't know Princess from nowhere. So the fact that, she's a comedian and doing her own thing, and I'm doing my own thing as a music artist and as an actor. I've never ever met Mama Rainbow before, but she remains to be an icon, a mother, a grandma that we all love and will continue to love her. If nobody tells you, Princess, your video that you just did, 15 minutes, you handed down insults. 15 minutes of insults on Mama Rainbow is wrong, oh. That video was very, very wrong. If nobody, I see a lot of people that are supporting you and telling you it's right. That was a very wrong video. First and foremost, the issue remains that nobody supported Baba Jesha on the molestation issue going on in court. And nobody will still support Baba Jesha on that issue. Mama Rainbow could not have supported Baba Jesha on the issue of molestation. But what the woman is saying is simply that she called you, she begged you. Everybody begged you. Olasco, all the people you mentioned, they called you, they begged you. They listened to the story. After listening to the story, everybody's going to go to the first stage of story in life is shock. After shock, then we move to the next stage. It's a shock to everybody when we all heard the story the first time. We were shocked as in how could Jesha have done this? This act so bad. It is wrong. That has always been the way everybody in the world will react when they hear such story coming out. But after that, we'll go to the next stage. Now that it is now happened, it has happened. So what are we going to do next? What are we going to do next will not be to kill the man. No. What we're going to do next is to look for solution. What do we do? The people that call you, they beg you to look for a solution. Not a solution of the one that we put on internet and we make it an internet judgment and made it so porous on the internet. Because the internet will not solve any problem. The solution will always be to come back home and sit down and look at what the man did. And if you're going to sanction him, maybe within the movie industry, put him a sanction. That if you didn't see the theater group take any action, then you can take it further and come outside as in, okay, everybody begged me, they called me, because of what this man did, And after they told me they're going to deal with him, they never did anything. And now I'm coming out, then we're all going to hear you out. First and foremost, let's break this issue down. My video might be up to 15 minutes or less because I'm going to talk about a lot of things that a lot of Nigerians don't want to hear. I'm a father. So I father children, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. A lot of children that I father. First and foremost, we need to check your parenting. That at 7 years old, your child was molested or raped. Whatever happened, and you didn't know. Under your roof, a child was raped as you claimed. I want to put it that way. Under your roof, and you didn't know. And when you knew at the age of 14, you felt the best to do is to replay the rape. What a trauma you brought to the life of that poor girl. What that girl is going through now, it's you that caused it. It's not Baba Jesha. Because if a child has told you, I was raped 7 years ago, let's agree that it happened. You don't catch the offender by replaying the same story. You find other ways to report it, to talk about it. But if he says, okay, he wants to defend it, he wants to deny it, let him deny it. Don't forget, your brother, or the one they call your neighbor, that was arrested by the police. What did he say? He denied it, and the police let him go. But you know what happened? When they denied it, he won't be able to come back to your house again, because he knows that he's already in danger. He could be caught if he tries it again. But in the case of Baba Jesha, he did it one time 7 years ago, even when he said he didn't do it. And you felt the best is to bring him back. You invited him. You set up the stage. Premeditated. That's what they call it in law. You premeditate what was going to happen. He was coming to rape my child. You prepare the child too, to sit beside him, to play along with him. If you live abroad, that child will be taken away from you because you are a worst mother anybody can think of. I know a few people are going to insult me. I know Nigerian people, a lot of people that has no sense are going to insult me. They have no sense, so I already know that. So I'm not afraid of those who have no sense, okay, to say the truth. But the ones that have sense will listen and say, yes, this man is saying the truth. You set up the stage for a man coming to rape the child again. Listen, what about if he had locked that door? If that man had locked the door behind you and actually succeeded in raping that child, what would you have said? What would have happened? You would have completely destroyed the life of that child, in which you have destroyed anyway, because the case is blown open. We now all know the child you're talking about. Everywhere the child goes to now, they'll say, you don't know that girl with that act of rape now. That is how you have destroyed the life of that child, who ordinarily may not remember much of what happened 7 years ago, but can vividly remember what happened at 14 years old. Because of your own stupidity as a mother, to say the best way to catch a rapist is to play the rape again. Telling me that if someone is a mother, you say a murderer, the best way to play the mother is to give him gun again and let him go and try it again. How foolish you are as a woman to do that. And the people that you talk to that advised you to go that route. Is Baba Jesha wrong? Yes, wrong. Baba Jesha stupid? Yes, stupid. Baba Jesha guilty in our own public opinion? Yes. But when it gets to court, everything will be played out. And the judge will give the judgment based on argument that is put before him. But in all of this, Mama Rainbow only talked about the fact that, okay, the deed has been done. What do we do? Let's not kill him. Let's bring the issue back home. Let's chastise him. We all have our children. They offend us. We don't kill them. They do something wrong. We chastise them and bring them back home. Yoruba ni taba fi owo tun bomo wi. Taba fi owo si bomo wi. Have to tun famora. That's what we do. We're not going to kill a child because a child wronged us. We're not supposed to kill Ijesha because Ijesha did something wrong. We're supposed to punish him. And from his punishment, then he learned the lesson and don't do it again. But everybody that talk to you, people come down and say, yes, rapist apologies, apologies. I don't know the kind of human being we have in our country. That our level of reasoning is myopic. Our level of reasoning is dumb. Our level of reasoning is daft. In as much as we have condemned this man, killing the man is not the next option. Even the court is not going to kill him. He's not a killer. He's a molester. He will be dealt with as a molester. Whatever judgment that a molester is supposed to get, that is what he will get. But the judge is not supposed to spare you that set up the molestation. Except Nigerian court wants to play on one side. Because if it happens in America or abroad, first and foremost, every children under your roof will be taken away from you because you're not a good mother. Because your parenting is wrong. And for setting up a child too, that becomes another big offense that you committed. But in all of this, let us leave what you have done. We're not even talking about what you did. But the elders were talking, they were begging you. Let us solve the problem. We're going to resolve it. The court is also a place of resolving. That is what court is. Court is not a place to kill. Court is a correction center. Maybe you don't know that. That's why people go to jail to get to for correction for what they did, and they come back so they can become a better person to learn their lesson. A punishment. That is what court is. The same punishment could have been handed down to Ijesha without you setting up that child. Just with a report of what that child said, that could have been brought even to the police, saying, give that man a warning. Never in your life. You call yourself a Christian. You say you're a con Christian. You say you respect elders. No, you have no respect for elders. If you have respect for elders, the amount of insult you gave Mama Rainbow was too much. No. Ọmọ tó kọ tó dẹ̀ gbé kọ kò kí ń bú àgbàbá yẹn. Nǹkan tí màmá yẹn sọ kò tó insult tó fún. No, not at all. I was waiting, thinking 1 or 2 days, somebody's going to call you and say, Mama, Princess, now what you talk was too much now. But I don't know if anybody told you. If anybody told you, I'll put it to your face and let all your fans that are coming to come and insult and abuse, come and do that. But the fact, you have a right to respond to Mama Rainbow. But the amount of response you made was too much for a responsible, a Christian, and for a trained child. That woman is old enough to be your grandma. You even call her an icon. A legend. Is the one you insulted that much? You drag on the floor, you drag in the mud for just saying that may God help our industry. Things is wrong. And what can we do? We're going to find a solution to it. That's what we do. When we do movie, we find a solution. If we create a bad story, we find a solution at the end of the movie. That's what we do. We don't create a bad story and let the story end badly too. We don't do that in Africa. Now you would do that. If you say not go create bad story, and in most cases some stories they created bad and it ended well. But in our Africa as a culture, we create a bad story and we give it a good ending, a better ending, a solution ending. So the solution to what Ijesha did was not to kill him, was to punish him so that he can change. Can you remember Shina Rambo? Aneni? Shina Rambo was once the most deadliest thief in Nigeria, but now a man of God, a pastor. We didn't kill him. We gave him the opportunity, a second chance, to give his life to God. And now he is a man of God. What has Ijesha done enough? And you call yourself a Christian and you're taking it this far. What's going to happen? He's not going to be killed. He's going to go to jail and come out back. And you'll have succeeded. That's all you wanted. After a Abadija issue, there has been 1,000,001 cases of rape in Nigeria. All of you are not talking about it. Are you talking about it? Are you championing a rape cause? You're not. I support your cause, that I want to fight for that child. I'm not fighting for you, Princess, but for that child to get justice. But in getting justice, you don't come out on the internet and begin to insult elders, icon, legends, mothers, grandmas that is old enough. You gave example of what Mama did when the Instagram account of her child. That's an Instagram. That's a different Instagram account. Is a different ball game. That's what we are talking about now. It's all different. We're not talking about accounts. We're talking about somebody committed offense and how do we resolve it. If I were you, Princess, I would apologize to the people you insulted. That insult was too much. If you're going to ever grow old in your life and become old like them, the insult you give to them as a Christian. In your church, are you telling me in your church there are no issues that your pastors call you to settle? Are there no issues that your pastors call you to settle in your church? No. What do you listen to in church? If you're a con-Christian, that's what you say. You're not a con-Christian. You're a churchgoer. That's what you are. If you're a churchgoer, if you're a Christian, you won't pay back evil for evil. You are evil and you are ready to destroy. It's so sad that people are going to come after me, but no problem. I will always say the truth. I will say the way it is. The kind of insult you give them, woman, was thought way out of line. The case is in court. The court will argue it out. Your lawyers in court. Your lawyers are in court. All will be played in court. All will be played. And you also will be cross-examined. At the end of the day, the judge will make his decision based on the argument. And the man will be punished for what he has done. No to rape in Nigeria. No to molestation. Whether rape to a man or rape to a woman, whether rape to an adult or rape to a child. No to rape to anybody. But even in fighting for that, let us learn how we insult others and insult elders. Thank you. My name is Father Joe. F-A-D-O to the J-O-E. Obaluko. Thank you.